Talk to me about Zack Baun and y'all relationship.
Every time we see the same defense, I mean, and I'd be like, you weren't good enough to play over there, right? I literally committed on TV and didn't tell Georgia I was coming in.
That's correct. That's fire.
Yeah, I had told every school, I'm like, look, because they wouldn't stop blowing my phone up on the day of. So I told everybody I wasn't coming. So they found out on TV too.
Philly fans are different, bro. What is that like?
And I love the Philly fans. I think I was shooting pool one day. I went to this little pool hall. This man was talking to me. He was like, we'll jump in front of the bullet for you, but we'll put you in front of one too.
Damn.
And I was a rookie too. And I'm like, okay.
Welcome to the set. This is where I set the tone, set the standard, and bring you on set with some of the biggest names in sports, culture, and in life in general. These stories are real, the conversations are genuine, and the legacies, we set those too. This is the set.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the set. I am your host, T-stead. I am joined by a Georgia legend, and I do not use that word lightly. Joined by a Georgia legend, Super Bowl champion, linebacker, Nakobe Dean.
Yeah.
What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
What's up? How y'all doing? Going good. Appreciate you having me.
Of course, man. I appreciate you joining the set. We working over here trying to get this thing, some more viewership, and this will definitely accelerate that process. I appreciate you, my good brother.
Yeah, man. No problem.
Let's jump right into it, man. So I always love to start more so in the childhood before we get to the league, and you know what I mean. We talk about the game and all your fans that you've gained over the years. It started somewhere. So for you, Horn Lake, Mississippi, less than a mile and a half away from Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up on that border? Because I'm from a similar area, East St. Louis, Missouri. So I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois, right across the bridge, St. Louis, Missouri. So what was it like for you growing up on that border?
It was a lot of my mom telling me to stay in Mississippi, don't go across the border, but we went across the border a lot. Definitely the older I got, I probably jumped out the port when I was about 13 and started moving around and everything. But for the most part, it was just me, my mother, my older brother, my younger sister in the house. My mom was definitely ruled with a iron fist. She had to. She had to just because she had to raise two men in the house. Then we had my little sister who was the youngest. But I mean, I loved it. That ain't what it is. But like I said, we went across that border one too many times for sure. Growing up, my mama did her best though. She did. I won't say she did bad. She got 3 kids and went to college.
No, she did an amazing job.
Yeah.
What? Did an amazing job. And that ain't nothing like that good Southern motherhood. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mississippi, few ass whoopings.
More than a few. But yeah, but they definitely helped.
What was your town like? What was Horn Lake like? What was the community? Was it a big town? Was your high school known for winning championships? What was that town like?
It was a bigger town. Yeah, it wasn't like a small town. It wasn't like a city by any means as far as no tall buildings or anything. But it was a bigger town. My high school, we wasn't a football school. When I first got to high school, the farthest we went was the second round of the playoff. As far as we had a good girls basketball team. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. My freshman year, we went 2-10, and then my class kind of stepped up and got the starting spots, and we went 10-2. Missed the playoffs. And my third year, we went 9-3, made it to the playoffs, lost in the first round, and then my senior year went 15-0. We won.
Damn.
We won a state championship. From never going past the second round to winning state championship. So.
Man, that's fire. That is fire. So you just been winning championships on every level.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't there's when you got a guy who winning, who always like everybody like talk about quarterbacks and everything. Like for me, if the guy can figure out a way to win, you can't say he ain't great. No matter what, you can't say he ain't doing what he supposed to do for the team. He winning. So
Facts. So you pretty much, not pretty much, you changed the trajectory of your high school. I'm
yeah,
looking at your high school accolades, brother,
yeah.
and it's impressive. Okay, give me a moment. All right, listen up, viewers. 2018 High School Buckets Award winner Dick Buckets personally called him to tell him that he won the award. That's different. That's special. Under Armour All American game, 5-star recruit, multiple SEC schools, 21 plus offers, recruited by Georgia, went to Georgia. Also had 9 touchdowns as a running back, so dual threat, playing both sides of the ball. Also played varsity baseball, ran track, and basketball. Dog, Horn Lake High School legend.
Yeah. It's yeah.
That's fire, bro. That's fire.
Yeah. I'm blessed. You know.
What was it like getting that call from Dick Buckets?
To be honest, at the time I ain't really know who he was.
That's
I mean,
fair.
I'm in high school. I'm from Mississippi. I'm a first and I'm first generational athlete. I remember when I got my first offer to go to college. My family was like, what is that? Like we ain't really know. We ain't really know.
Oh man.
Coach had to call my mom and explain. I barely even knew. So, um, but to get the call, like after getting the call and winning the award and learning who he was, it was like, oh man, it was like he got one of the greats, all time greats. And then I was able to. I think he had some health issues around that time, so I wasn't able to meet him. His son dropped the trophy off. Then when I won in college, um, his son dropped it off, but I was able to meet him that time. I was able to meet him out in SoCal, so rest his soul. But uh, it definitely was a cool experience to be able to get that call and win that award and just bring the light to Horn Lake, Mississippi. I try to bring as many colleges and college coaches to the. I didn't commit until the day of signing because I wanted every coach, every school to send a coach up there and come watch us practice, come watch us play. Because I want all my guys to get out of there.
Oh, that's fire.
I want everybody to make it. So yeah.
Real leader. I love it. Are you the only person to ever win Dick Buckets Award in high school and college?
Nah, I think it was 2 more. I think Eric Hendricks
Okay.
and one more. I forgot his name.
We'll
I think,
find that. We'll
yeah.
find that.
I think it was only 2. Nobody won all 3 yet, but I mean I feel like the biggest one was in college. Everybody want to win in college. And then second one in high school, then league. Like, of course you want to win league, but nobody talks about somebody winning the Breakout award in league. But I mean, if you can win all 3, triple crime.
The 2 that's done it is Jalen Smith and Mantateo.
Mantateo. Okay, I'm tripping. All right.
Mantateo. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to my producer Cole. Dog is ChatGPT. He's quick with it, bro. Nakobe, why Georgia?
To be honest, I had kind of like I said, I ain't make the offer I ain't commit until signing day. So I had kind of put it so much on the back burner and because I wanted to win the state championship. So I didn't take no visits during the season. No visits during my season. Took them before the season, and then I took them right after the season ended. And I had put it so much on the back burner where it was like damn, like when we were driving from Mississippi versus Alabama All-Star game, my mom and my pop were in the car, and they was like, all right, so I'm like, where you want to go? And I'm like, shit, I don't know. It's 3 or 4 days before you gotta go on ESPN and announce. And my mama wanted me to go to Alabama. I told her no. And she kind of shut down there. She didn't like that. I told her no. I think it was the first time in her life that she couldn't control the decision of mine.
Oh, that's a big
Yeah,
moment, bro. That's
yeah.
a big moment.
She shut down on me a little bit for about a day. She didn't want. She was like, I didn't want to be involved. But it was all good though. It was all good. Uh, while I was at the Mississippi versus Alabama All-Star game, when I was trying to figure out what school I prayed. I asked God, like, he can kind of like, give me something to kind of point me in the right direction of where I need to go. And then like I did end up like dozing off, took a nap, and I woke up to Kirby Smart calling me. Now the call was scheduled. I forgot about it anyway, but I woke up to him calling me, and I just couldn't get it out of my mind that like, well, I just asked for a sign, and he happened to call. So it was kind of my gut feeling. It was my gut feeling after that. So I literally committed on TV and didn't tell Georgia I was coming in. So they found
Wow.
out. They found out on TV too.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, I had told every school. I'm like, look, because they wouldn't stop blowing my phone up on the day of. So I told everybody I wasn't coming. I was like, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
But I told everybody that just to have a couple moments to myself.
That's fire, dog.
Yeah.
That's fire. I got one more for you before we move on to college and into the NFL. You were first generation athlete, first to go to college and all these great things. Who is that person or people that played a significant role in the creation of that? Like you becoming a 5-star athlete, 5-star prospect. Who was that person or moment or people that really facilitated that?
I mean, I always got to give my mama credit no matter what. She support me with whatever. She was all academics though. We were all academics. But I got to put it out. My middle school basketball coach. Named Coach Tommy. Still keep in touch with him now today. I don't even think he realized the influence he had on me at that age, but he was the first coach when I was in 7th grade. He was the first one that said, "Hey, you got to do some work. You got to do some work outside of practice if you want to make it to college and you want to play ball in college." So this was basketball though, but he was kind of the first one that instilled that extra work got to be done. You got to do you got to go over and beyond everybody else if you want to make it. And then he also was real with me. Like I was good. I was good in basketball. I liked basketball, but I think I was in 8th grade. And he came to me. He asked me how tall my pops was. My pops about 5'10". At the moment, I was about 5'10". He was like, I had to learn how to really dribble the basketball and come point guard and this and that. You want to make it college? I'm like, okay, to myself. Well, how tall linebackers in the SEC, and they still was 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", and so when I got to high school, I stopped playing basketball. I was like, yeah, I made the team and everything, but I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna play it. I was 185, 5'10", and I'm 5'11" now. So as far as height, I only grew an inch. But then by the time I was done with high school, I got up to 215, and I had all the offers and everything at that point, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, I would say my middle school basketball coach, he kind of shout out Coach Thomas.
Shout out Coach Thomas for sure. That's fire. That's fire. All right, let's go. Let's move on to college now. Georgia Bulldog.
Oh.
Unanimous first team All-American your junior year. AP and coaches all SEC first team. Dick Buckets Award winner. 2021 national champion. 2021 SEC Defensive Player of the Year. 1 out of 4 defensive captains on that team. Star-studded team. Y'all were fire. And I'm not much of a college football fan. I went to a real small school, Arkansas Pine Bluff, so we're not playing on TV.
Yeah.
And I'm not, but I watched y'all. I watched the Georgia team, watching y'all play Alabama, all those things. being at Georgia with all these guys, all these pro ready guys,
Mhm.
did you guys like really know that you always gonna be drafted like that? I feel like the whole defense was drafted. Did y'all know that y'all had NFL defense in college?
Um, by the time our junior year hit, when we got to probably, when my junior year, when we got to probably like halfway through the season, we kind of knew. We didn't know the magnitude of it, but we kind of knew how special we could be. Uh, probably probably too young at training camp, but we kind of knew that a lot of guys had a chance to get drafted probably midway through that year. Um, but going to college, like when you first get there, like freshman year, like nah, you really don't know because you got all these guys you hearing about. Just like I was 5-star, I was an All-American, and all that. I mean, everybody was at that point, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody was 5-star, everybody was All-American. Yeah, I always tell this story. I remember I early enrolled in the spring and we was running like striders or something. And and I'm running the striders and I see uh Trayvon Walker. He's he about he about 3-4 yards ahead of me. I see Jordan Davis, he right beside me. And I'm like, and they just striding it out, and I'm pushing a little bit. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I see Quay Walker and Channing, they 15 yards ahead of me. I'm like,
Oh
what?
man.
I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do to get on the field? Everybody was kind of like, they was 6'2" plus, could run, could jump, could lift, could do everything. And I'm like, man, I gotta catch up, essentially. But yeah, I mean, we had a team. Team was crazy. Team still kind of
Crazy.
crazy,
Crazy.
but
Crazy.
definitely seeing what some of the guys in the league doing right now.
That's fire. That's fire. You running next to Jordan Davis and Trayvon Walker. We running next to a couple buildings, and
Oh
they in
man,
front of you. That is
man,
crazy.
it's dinosaurs. I feel like.
Yo, so 26 players from that 2021 defense have
Mhm.
been on an NFL roster. There's only 11 people on the field, Nakobe. That is dog. That's insane. Where do you put that 2021 championship team in history? Where do you think that 2021 Georgia Bulldogs? What's the place as great as college teams in NFL, in college history?
I'm usually real biased, and I'll be like, "Well, nobody better than us." But I'm gonna be fair as far as if we're talking about the whole team. Uh, I say we top 5.
Okay,
We somewhere in the top 5. Yeah, it's we dropped that one game to Alabama in the SEC championship. They
yeah,
got that. Yeah, we
yeah.
got that hurt us even as a defense, but I don't feel like it was too many defenses better than nine. Like as far as college football ever. But as far as team, we dropped it. Like we said, we dropped it in one game to Alabama in the SEC championship. But I think we still top 5.
Okay. No, I can agree with that. I can see that. I can see that. I'm thinking now, like I'm thinking LSU, Joe Burrow.
That
They,
team, yeah, I played them my freshman year. That team was real.
they were
That,
fire, bro.
yeah, they offense was more high power than anything, but
Yeah,
that was a real team right there.
they were fire. But you think about the U back in the day, like we talk all the time. So you think
Mhm.
Ed
That's
Reed
what
and
I'm
them, like,
thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
yeah. No, that's fire. All right, so let's move on to the league. You get drafted to the Philadelphia Eagles,
Mhm.
3rd round, 85th pick overall. After having such a decorated
Eighth third
college,
pick.
83rd pick,
Yep.
Cole, I got you. You just lost the Chat GPT title that fast. You just lost it that fast. All good. Uh, 83rd pick. After having such a decorated and successful college career, watching that first round of the draft, you see the names picked, you see what those guys did, whatever.
Yeah,
Did you have any emotion to that?
I did. I did. But it was like, I mean, that's when I learned about the beauty of the league. That's when I learned it was like,
Facts.
at least the initial business. I was at the draft. I'm talking about we was in the back and then walk across the stage. We walked out the back door. Me and a couple
Damn.
guys. Yeah,
What was
man.
that
That's
like, bro?
it's tough. It's tough. For the first 2 years in the league, I couldn't even watch the draft. I'm like, I'm still getting I still got nervous on watching the draft, um, but it was still it was a moment. It was like a damn moment, but at the same time, you got all this emotion, you kind of mad and everything. But then when you get picked, you'll think that you'll still be mad. And I was elated, I was elated. I was blessed. When I started thinking about it from a holistic standpoint, like I still came from Hall Lake, Mississippi. Um, First generation of athlete. I got an opportunity now that I can really play the game that I love and take care of my family. So I mean, I was elated, but yeah, it was a lot of stuff that was going on that week leading to the draft. A lot of like articles and fake news started coming out about me, really mostly about like uh my health as far as like I won't be able to play the whole. And I'm like, I didn't know the whole. I'm like, this. It was kind of crazy. It was a lot of lies, but that kind of steered things away. But it's all good now. I'm blessed.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And you've done great things, man. It's you go into the league and you got all these familiar faces: Jordan
Mm-hmm.
Davis, Nolan
Mm-hmm.
Smith, Ringo, Jalen Carter,
Yeah.
Aziz, like all these familiar faces. How much did those having those guys in the locker room when you got to Philly help your transition?
All right, it helped. It started with me and JD, but it helped us greatly as far as I feel like I said, and I tell a lot of people this. It was the biggest transition wasn't on the field. I mean, only thing that happened on the field was a little detail. Everybody was a little bit more detailed, and the O line was a little faster. Other than
Hmm.
that, football is football. Um,
That's
it
real.
was it's the transition off the field that a lot of guys kind of can't do as far as I mean, I was down south all my life. Now I'm up in Philly. I'm in South Philly. People park in the middle of the road. I'm like, huh? I gotta drive around in the city. I gotta drive around in the city. Gotta find somewhere to stay. I stayed on campus my whole time, and I gotta get up and make that commute. You got people who think you got all the money in the world, so they ask you for money. And it's like, hold on, I ain't talking to you in the whole time I was in college. Like, we asking you for some money. So you gotta, there's a whole lot of things like that you gotta juggle. And I feel like that was the biggest transition. I feel like me and JD kind of being there and going through it together, definitely helped us out.
Philly is a different city, man. Them fans different, vocal.
A lot of guys like coming from Georgia too. Like I was at Georgia. We didn't really lose too many games, so we didn't really get too many people heckling us. Definitely not our own fans. So when I got to Philly, and you see like the DM that the supposed fans sending you, and I'm like, definitely me when I had like I said, I came in, people thought I was always hurt, injury prone. I had never missed a game, never missed a practice, going into that in all of college. And then my first year I don't get the start spot, like cool. Second year, final time to get the start spot, I hurt my foot.
Mm.
Hurt my foot out for the season.
Yep,
Then,
Liz
then my
Frank.
then my third year come out, got to fight for a starting spot back, get the starting spot. We play well. Then first round playoffs, my knee. I was like, again, it's like I never got hurt, but I had the black cloud of injury prone on my head, and I was like, so you had two injuries. It was really two kind of crazy injuries too. You don't really hear about nobody getting legs Frank or tearing a patella for real. Either way, come back this year, had to fight to get back again, and nobody really expect me to come back like I did. But like I said, I'm blessed.
No, for sure, for sure. And I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I played 12 years. I've never played a full season. Injuries is 100% a part of the game. It's all about how you respond, and we've seen a response from you already. That's what
Mhm.
people should be looking for. How does this guy come back from injury? You know what I mean? Like,
Definitely.
let me make that very clear, people. That's what you look for. Some people will get injured and you never see them again. Some it's about the response. I played 12 years, never played a full season. 5-time Pro Bowl, All Pro. Like, it can be done. All right.
Yeah.
So people cut that shit out. No, for real. People, man, the injury, it's a part of the game, bro. Like, you playing a physical game, a very violent game. It's a part of the game. Shit gonna happen.
Definitely the way I play.
But you've responded though, Nakobe. You come back 24, Super Bowl champion, 128 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, comeback player of the year. Like you got votes for comeback player of the year. Like you did it. You showed the response. That's fire, dog. That's elite level mentality, athlete, all those things. Let's get into this. Let's get into this Philly journey. I'm gonna ask about some of the guys and coaches. What's my dog? How was it? How has it been playing for my guy Vic Fangio? We were down in Miami together. He was a defensive coordinator for a year with the Dolphins. What's Vic Fangio been like for you?
Vic, my guy. I feel like when we first got there, and then you just kind of hear horror stories from people coming from Miami. Like, I was like, man, the guy didn't like him. They can't connect with him. He's not real relatable. This, that, and the third. And then he got to Philly, and it's like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, I can understand like you can't connect with him. I mean, he over 40 years older than me. I don't plan on connecting with him about what he did on Friday night.
That's a fact.
And then also we had a young, really young defense. Nobody had any ego. There was no ego. So it's like you had a guy, Vic Fangio, who been there, done that, who'd have seen a lot of football. So it was almost like whatever he said, we ain't won it. We ain't been to where we wanted to go. And he kind of been there. So it's like, whatever he say, whatever he do, we're going to do it. And then from that like maturation process, he became relatable. He started telling jokes in the meetings. He still get real monotonous, but he started telling jokes in the meeting and helping us laugh and everything. And you can tell he do little shit on purpose that can lighten up the mood in the meeting. So, be honestly playing with Vic, and he a straight shooter. He gonna tell you how it is.
That's what I was about to say, bro. That's what I was about to say. No bullshit. Like he's direct as can be.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the best quality to me. Is like when he say you ain't playing the run good, he came to me like, hey, I mean, you had a little downfall the last week of playing the run. You gotta get back to playing the run like you play the run. Yeah, you did all right. Did as good as everybody in the league, but then shit, you was the number one linebacker that stopped on the run a couple weeks ago. What the fuck is that? Everybody, he gonna come to you and say that, and you think to yourself, we just get him to 10 points. But he gonna shoot you straight, and he gonna hold you to the standard. So that's what I like.
I love Vic Fangio, bro. Love Vic Fangio. Another guy I want to ask about, who was a teammate of mine for years in New Orleans, Zack Baun. And Zack Baun's story is different because he was in New Orleans. He would play sporadically. He was never like just the starter out there with Demario Davis. He had dealt with a lot of injuries in New Orleans, but he go to Philly and the just emergence of his career and what he's been able to do. Talk to me about Zack Baun and y'all relationship.
Oh man, Zack my guy. Definitely just seeing like his maturation process of being more of a middle linebacker, because he kind of got to us. They had him marked as an outside backer, and they moved him inside. He was kind of Vic's guy, like as far as progress. Like Zack come in, he gonna run. You just kind of see him learn the inside linebacker position, and then you had big shout out to Vic and big shout out to BK. They didn't put no handcuffs on him. Like as far as movement, as far as exactly how shit got to be done, right? He wasn't so technical. Like, man, you go out there and you make your play, and I feel like that helped them a lot. And definitely the first year me and him was out there together, it was like we ain't asking him to do too much as far as communicating and everything. You just go out there and you run around, you make a play. But now seeing the type of guy, not seeing who he is, now he he can be that green dot. He can make all the checks and communication if he had to. Definitely when I went down that first year. So, Zack, my guy. One of the best linebackers in the league, if not the best.
Bro, it's fire to see his career, bro. I'm telling you, like, we saw the talent from him, but he didn't really play for us. He didn't play much in New Orleans. He didn't.
Yeah, and I'd be joking with him all the time. Every time every every time we every time we see the same defense, I mean, and I'd be like, you weren't good enough to play over there, right? We joking with him all. We always joke with each other, but that's my guy, man. I wouldn't want to play with nobody else to do so, but yeah,
that's fire. That's fire to hear that and hear you guys' relationship. The relationship is a big topic when we're talking Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
More so on offense, and I'll be remiss not to ask.
Yeah.
What's going on with the chemistry of the offense? Because at times we've seen you guys had just won a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And there still was some turmoil at times, but you won a Super Bowl. So everybody shut up.
Yeah.
This year, you fall short of that goal. So those questions become louder, right? You see A.J. Brown and his reaction and Jalen Hurts not being on the same page, Saquon Barkley having a quiet year. What was going on the offense? Is there anything that you're willing to share to give us some insight?
As far as the emotions behind it, I would say everything good when you win. Everything just everything good.
Facts.
Or it's like swept under the rug when you're winning. When you not, when people are not playing to, this anywhere. You're not playing to where you want, where you know you can play, the height where you know you can play, or you ain't producing like the team should be producing. I mean, people gonna be frustrated, and I feel like that was kind of it. It was just a lot of frustration going over there with the offense not performing like the way they wanted to perform, and I mean there'd be frustration anywhere if that was the case. So definitely the way the offense has been performing the last couple of years. I mean, real high powered, real explosive, and then it was like we just didn't have as many explosive plays on that side of the ball this year. So it was a lot of that kind of mixed in with them knowing how good they can be and not playing to their standard.
That makes sense. And we'll be watching closely to see if there's any changes on that Philly offense. They keep talking about A.J. Brown name in trade talks nonstop. So we will definitely be watching that. So you have your situation coming up, free agent, potentially free agent. You look like you're going to be able to hit the market. What's your initial feels? What's your initial feeling, your thoughts on approaching free agency for the first time?
So, I want to go nowhere. I want to be a Philadelphia Eagle, but we talked about the draft earlier, we talked about the business of the NFL. And like I said, don't nobody know the business of this shit. I do. So I know it's a business, and I know so we all got to tango together. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But I do want to stay in Philly, man. Why not? I mean,
for sure.
Like you say, you got all the Georgia guys over there. You got my boy Zack. You got all the other guys familiar with the scheme and everything. I mean, you get the foundation in Philly, and I got drafted over there. So why not want to stay? But we'll see. I'm excited. My family's excited. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got you. That would be great. I definitely see Philly getting that deal done. If y'all can make the numbers make sense, you get a chance to have another year with the same coordinator, because you had multiple coordinators before Fangio got there. So
real. Yeah, I feel
like, I mean, that's tough.
Yeah. 3 coordinators since I've been in the league.
That's crazy.
The only one crazy is the offense. They hurts. He done had, I think, good point every year.
Damn, no, you right, bro. That's what happened when you winning. People come, they poach. So and these teams gonna be trying to grab you too. They're gonna be looking. You've been successful. You know what it takes to get to the big dance and win it. You know what I mean? So teams want that in the building. They want that
Yeah.
experience in the building.
I feel like it's like the mindset too. I mean, I talk to a lot of guys. I got like a lot of old teammates around the league. And they say, man, just like we're not the same as far as like mentality. And I'm thinking like, I don't see how it couldn't be like that. I mean, how we got the Eagles, like, how do you go into work and not expecting to win? You know what I'm saying? Not
For sure.
expecting to like we not professional, like not expecting to do what we need to do to be 1-0 at the end of each week, like I like to say. So I feel like no matter where I go, there's gonna be the mindset. And that's the mindset I feel like it's supposed to be, and that's the mindset I'm gonna expect everybody on the defense, the offense, and the coaches to have. Everybody count.
For sure. For sure. You just spoke about, perfect segue, you just spoke about some old teammates. And a few of your old teammates that I know really well, Malcolm Jenkins, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham. What did those guys as Eagles greats, and you're coming into the league your rookie year, second year, what did those guys do for you and in a way that helped you become the player you are now?
I know definitely BB. I guess we didn't play with him the last 4 years. BG probably was the biggest help as far as he was the vet that kind of came to you, and he kind of knew everybody's situation. He kind of knew like what you did. If he didn't know, he asked you. As far as like you respecting the play and this, that, and the third, and he kind of was I won't say calm the voice, but he was kind of like been there, done that. Like he was a first round pick that everybody was kind of writing off, and then now he had a 15. I don't even know how long he been in the league, a long time, 15-year career. And he was always that he used to always tell me in my rookie year, he would be like, hey, man, they gonna give you the keys. Hey, they gonna expect you to drive this motherfucker. They gonna give you the keys. He always used to say that. So he definitely was any type of situation I was going through, definitely even with my injury, he kind of he's like, man, I've been there, done that. I got injured too. Had to come back and do it. You gotta show it every day though. You gotta show that you ain't working, and he kind of any type of advice on and off the field, he was the one to kind of go to. And then you know, like you said, I played with Flex. You kind of seen he was able to see a Hall of Famer in his later years, still be able to go and still be able to at will. Like if he want when he turn it,
bro.
like I said, when he turn it on, like I don't see nobody kind of stop him.
He was down. That my first playoff start. I was at tackle and Fletcher's D tackle, so we ain't had many matchups together. But I'm fresh out of college. I'm strong as hell. I'm strong, bro. We run duo at Fletch. When I tell you this man stood me up and got rid of me like tackle loss twice. I couldn't believe it. No, he was different. I only got a few more for you, Nicole, before I let you get out of here, bro. Definitely appreciate you joining the set.
Definitely.
Talk to me about Nick Sirianni. How is he as a head coach? Energy that he brings. We see the fieriness, him and AJ Brown getting into it on the sideline. Like, what is he like as a head coach?
I mean, he real passionate. He definitely a player coach. He to like explain something, like he a coach there, like he'll get on you about on the defense side. When he'll get on you like get the fuck off the block and make the tackle. Like he'll be like, he fucking holding. Then he gonna go straight to the ref, like the fucking flag, like just like in one swift motion. Like he kind of like one of them player coach like that.
That's funny.
But so he a passionate guy. He love ball. He a passionate guy. And you see him grow. You see him grow throughout. I've seen him grow from my first year to my second year to my third year to be able to know how to win or make it to the big games, lose, and come back and then get there and know how to win, know how to push the guys, know how to motivate us in a sense, to get the best out of us. And one thing I say about Nick, like before I got to the league, I used to have some college coaches. You tell me like they say you can't get better in the league as far as during the season. You can't, and during the season you can't get no better. And And when I was in college, I was like, damn, so they don't even be trying to work to get better during the season. And then when I got to the Eagles, the only thing Nick talk about is 500 shots. He a big basketball analysis guy. So he always talks about getting 500 shots after practice. But basically, do your extra work that you got to do after practice. He encouraged it. He told guys, hey, get your 500 shots every day. So I feel like I don't do nothing but get better throughout the season individually on my own skills. So he hold everybody to the standard, hold everybody to you need to continue to get better, and then when it's time to hit that stride later in the season, you need to be running full speed.
Love it. Love it. It definitely see the fieriness from him and that emotion.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my guy.
That's dope. That's dope, man. So what's it like, Nicole? And I always wanted to know this. What's it like being in Philly, y'all 12-3, and you have a few bad possessions, and you're getting booed from the home crowd? Like the Philly fans are different, bro. What is that like? How does that make y'all feel in the moment?
I mean, some guys might feel it. Me, I don't really care to keep it PG-13.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't really care. I kind of shut it off. Like me, like when we get booed now, and we like you said, we 12-3, and we got. I like to tap on the rookies, Smile, Jihad, my rookie linebacker, and I say, man, they booing us and shit. Like, like, cause I tell him, I'm like, yeah, cause my Smile, he went to Georgia with me, and I'm like, they'll boo us here. We ain't doing what we're supposed to do. He kind of go like, yeah, whatever. So when they did it, he was like, damn, I can't believe they booing us. And like, we game 10-10 in halftime. We probably
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. They spoil.
Yeah, but it's like, that's the Eagles fan base, you know? They expect, they real passionate. They just as passionate as us about things. That's the best way for me to put it. They just as passionate as us about winning and holding to a standard. So they gonna let us know. It's all good. I mean, it's all good. You can play. I feel like you can play in Philly as far as having tough skin. You can play anywhere.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
It don't get no worse.
Yeah, you can play anywhere. So I appreciate it. If I'm no longer in Philly, I appreciate my 4 years. Yeah. Right, wrong, and different.
For sure.
And I love the Philly fans. I think I was shooting pool one day. I went to this little pool hall, and the guy and his fan was talking to me. He was like, "Hey, Philly fans, like we'll jump in front of the bullet for you, but we'll put you in front of one too."
Damn.
Though he told me, so I was like, "That's probably the best way to describe it."
That is, but goddamn, I don't know how I feel about that, bro.
I was a rookie too, and I'm like, okay.
Probably scared you to death.
I was like, I don't know what that mean. I didn't know what it mean at the moment. But then after 4 years of being there, I was like, all right, I understand.
Nakobe, give me a moment in the league. I just told you how Fletcher Cox whooped my ass a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a moment in the league. Somebody got you. Somebody got you good.
I'm trying to think of a good moment. It had nothing to do with being physicality. We was probably fucking Swift and fucking Swift my second year. They were doing one-on-ones. And just break. I just remember just thinking I couldn't cover because they were just breaking the routes off on me like bad. But no, I remember being like, I think it was like a team period. He come through the hole, and we got passed on. He supposed to throw it up, and I think Matt Patricia was there my second year too. And Swift come through the hole, and he kind of stick 1-2, and I kind of closed my eyes and lunged, and the motherfucker was just gone, disappeared, and I'm kind of on my hands and knees. So like that was the time he got me, I guess, in practice, and that was kind of the time that it was the first time somebody ever told me, "Hey, open your eyes while you tackle." And I'm thinking like, I don't close my eyes, and And I started thinking like, shit, yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Sometimes you do close your eyes. You like, oh, you don't realize you do it until. I mean, Matt P told me like, hey, open your eyes when you talking. So like, I feel like that probably was the time, the worst time.
Did Sirianni run that back in film?
Nah,
He ain't show you up.
nah, they don't do that. They don't. Sirianni, like I said, Sirianni good over everybody. Like he don't show guys,
Okay,
but
okay, okay.
he'll scoop past it fast. Even if you a rookie, he'll scoop
That's
past it
dope. I
fast.
like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. Unless it was a crazy play, like like I think maybe like he got me, and then I think somebody stood him right when he cut into him. But if he would have got me and spent off and kept running on somebody else, then he probably would have showed it some more.
All right, Nakobe, I saved the best for last, and we'll finish right here. So I want to know about the Kind Hearts for Life Foundation, the work that you've been doing in Philly and Mississippi. Let's talk that community work. I love it. I think this is the most important part about having a platform that we are afforded, being an NFL player, being looked up to. This is the real work right here. Talk to me about this.
The Kyle Hart for Life Foundation kind of started with me and my mother, right? Since I hit the ground, really I've been doing a lot of community service work. My mama kind of instilled it in me when I was younger. She worked with community affairs in Trinity County, which is in Mississippi. So she had she always had us doing a lot of a lot of community work, cleaning up, like picking up the trash on the street, anything events that she kind of did. She made us get up and go do it too on Saturdays. So when I got to college, that kind of died a little bit, and then we had to do like the 12 days of Christmas going up also, where we did community service leading up to Christmas 12 days. I got to college, it kind of died a little bit because you kind of in college, you kind of your own world, you figure yourself out. And then my last year, we was able to do NIL. With NIL, I was able to do things, use my name, image, and likeness to get like donations for a turkey drive. Like you couldn't even do that beforehand. Get donations for a turkey drive, or take the Boys and Girls Club kids to a game, get them to come to a game, and all things like that. Right. So when I got to Philly, it just kind of hit the ground running of trying to be in the community. Like, what can I do in the community? First place I went was the Boys and Girls Club. I grew up in one. I'm familiar with them. So the Boys and Girls Club, then we just kind of started shaking a lot of hands in the community. We started doing things like food drives, coat drives, talking at schools with a part of a for health impact project where it gave schools free dental screenings, kids free dental screenings at school, and we did like it in a pep rally style, and I was able to be a part of that. School drives, we get stuff back to kids. So our main focus kind of was the next generation. We did stuff to help everybody, but it was mainly focused on the big next generation as far as the kids and the youth. And then after about a year or two of doing that, and then people kept asking us like, where can we donate? Do you have a foundation where we can donate, or you got something, a foundation I can give? And we was like, no, we didn't have one. So around my 30, that's when we kind of started putting it together, and then we was able to get it done probably the end of my third season. And then we was already doing the work.
Mm-hmm.
The foundation, but now we can do it under the foundation. So the work is gonna be there regardless. But definitely gotta give a big shout out to my mama. My mama, she kind of the one who instilled the giving back, the whole giving back thing into me, giving back to the community, to the point where I was able to give back to the community. It's something that I wanted to do. It's something that I almost felt obligated to do, that I needed to do.
Bro, you've referenced your mom multiple times this episode. Like the work that she's done as a mother and in the community, like you referenced her multiple times. I love it. That makes me light up. Let's give it an official shout out to your mom.
Yeah.
Full name. Let's go ahead and shout her out.
Yeah, shout out to Nakobe Dean. We done. I'm proud of you, just because as the older I grow, I can see the maturation process that you were going through to continue to become to continue to evolve. Not only as my mother, but as somebody that I can work with, somebody that can give me best advice. But as she like to call it my ace boom cone.
I love it, bro. I love it. Shout out to moms, man.
All the moms.
She's doing great. She's done great work with you and your siblings, but she's doing more great work in the community. Shout out to mom, for real. All right, my good brother. That was fire, man. I really appreciate you. Like I say, joining the set. We're growing. We're getting more eyes and ears to the channel, and this will be a fire episode. Philly fans will love it, and everyone else around the country will love this. Any last words you got for the Philly fans, or before free agency, whatever you got?
Oh man,
drop some last words.
First, before I talk about or say anything for the Philly fans, I don't play the game. I don't do the man thing, but somebody came to me and told me that my rating, as far as I don't care about the overall rating, but they said my strength was like in the 60s or something, as far as me being strong. I'm like, I don't know what they do to
I'm gonna talk to them about that.
I don't know what they do to figure that out. But they got to watch the film. Definitely with my strength. And then I think I think I'm one of the stronger linebackers in the league as far as off the ball.
I'm gonna talk to them about
come live with me. Come live with me. But either way, to give a shout out to the Eagles Nation. Hey, go Birds, baby. Hope to see y'all next year. Really on.
Fly Eagles fly.
Fly Eagles fly.
Nakobe, I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Thank you for real. Yes, sir.